Okay everybody, we're back and we're really going to dig deep today on making your website look like something. So far we talked about planning, strategy, what we want to blog about, where to get WordPress hosted, and just really, how to get started, the very first process. And this is probably the biggest sticking point for a lot of people, is this next phase where we really go in and we start to make the website look like something. And you're probably intimidated right now, but I want you to go through this phase of the series and just focus on, don't try to learn everything. Don't get analysis paralysis. Don't try to get proficient at every single thing, because there's some things you can outsource at fivver.com, F-I-V-V-E-R, on design, and you're not going to understand how to do posts and pages exactly. You're not going to understand how to put pictures in posts and pages, but this one particular page that all of these videos for this series are going to be on, or this particular part that we're studying, is going to help you over time. So I want you to save this particular page, bookmark it, and come back to it and take your time on these videos. There's several of them. We're going to be talking about plugins, widgets, custom headers, and a lot of information, and I'm going to be throwing a lot at you during this one, but I just want you to understand at the end of the day you can start to clean up everything that you're doing. But I want you to make an attempt to make your website look like something now. Don't worry if it's perfect just yet. I've cleaned mine and changed my header probably 15 times since I started this thing. So changed the widgets. I've waited on putting in opt-ins, and just because I didn't know the best way to do it, and nobody really tells you. I don't know. I've never seen a free way that somebody walks you through step by step exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So let's talk about that now. Let's talk about the big picture, because that's really what I want you to focus on. And I want you to start learning step by step, just little things, how to put in posts and pages. We don't have to dig that deep into SEO. How to put in pictures and videos, and they don't have to be centered exactly right. We're not really worried about that yet. I just want you to know that you have the ability to do so. But let's first talk about this custom header, because this is probably the most important thing that you can put on your page. Okay, this says deanethridge.com, so just a few days ago I didn't brand myself. I didn't have Dean Ethridge on there, but if you're doing an individual brand, you'll want to do that. Or any brand, you want to identify yourself. I had network marketing online, and that's what I do, is I help people build home-based businesses, and I blog about internet marketing, how to build online and offline. I talk about some personal development. So that's really what it is that I do. So when you come to my site, it does send a clear message, and I made this custom header in PowerPoint, and I'm going to walk you through. There's two places that I would recommend for do-it-yourselfers, and that's Powerpoint and Xheader, which is this particular company. Let's see, let's go out to Xheader. You can go to xheader.com and download this free software. You can pay $47 to get a little bit more, I guess, graphic intensive headers, but there's literally hundreds that they have for different business categories. But we'll get back to that in a minute. I want to show you how you can use PowerPoint, which a lot of you have PowerPoint, but basically I go out to PowerPoint and I want to insert a shape, okay? And you can do a rectangular, you can do a rounded rectangle, just depending on what style that you want. But let's just do a square rectangle for now. Now I want to show you how you can do some pretty cool stuff just using PowerPoint. You can obviously go out and we can do a shape fill, and I'm going to do white for now, okay? Or actually I'm going to do a gradient fill, but I'm going to do an outline of gray, and I'm going to do a shadow of that. Let's just do a bottom shadow. And so we can add that, and we're going to do the change the weight on the outline. We'll make that 4.5. Now I want to do the shape fill. I want to change the gradient, because if you'll notice when I go back here, there's a transition that's a little bit blue here. I've got room for my text, and a little bit faded here. I've got an image out here, and I've got a crop profile picture. I'll have a video on this page that shows you how to crop a profile picture if you've got one. And if you're wanting to do something professional as a personal brand, just stand up against a blank wall, okay, and you can watch how I crop out a picture, and you can put on a nice cool shirt if you're into just depending on what your brand is. If you're wearing suits for your viewers, that's cool. If you're wearing t-shirts, that's cool. But either way, if you wanted to do something to where you really stood out and made it pop, you have the ability to do that. So let's go back to PowerPoint. And I want to show you how we can use the gradients. We're going to go to Shape Fill, okay? And we can put solid back there. That's no problem if you just want to put plain black. But this is something that I did. I'm going to go to Gradient Fill, and this is what's pretty cool. To make a transition like a little bit taller at the top or a little bit more space at the top where I can put my name in it, I want to put a gradient stop and hit plus there, but scoot that down just a little bit, maybe 23%, and what is that, 36% here. But I can change this, and if I want to make that black, I'll go down here to color, make that black, and soften this up a little bit, make that gray or a really light gray, and then go here to black and change that again. But you know, we can change this. You can see it moving here just depending on where we want to put the text, if we want to center that or make that bigger. But that makes that kind of cool. And then I can go out here and insert a picture, okay? I'll give you an idea of how I can place it and make a quick custom header. But I can do this particular thing here, make that a little bit smaller. I made that a picture a long time ago. Okay, so I can just go scoot that in. And this is just to give you an idea of something you can do that looks pretty nice. I went out and downloaded a couple fonts and saved them, but I can go put one of my crop pictures, okay? If I've got a solid background, a lot of times I can go, okay, and I can change the, let's just change the transition of this, okay? I can go to this color over here, set a transparent color, and click that, but that didn't work very well. So it doesn't always work because my hair is black. So anyway, that did not work. Let's go back. Let's see if this transparent color works. Okay, it did. That's pretty clean, depending on what look we want. And I'm just going to do this quick. I look pretty small right there, so let's make that a little bit bigger. So that's too big. But you get the point. I can just move this around, okay? And I could stay here and edit this. I could put other pictures. I could scoot this over and just show you how I made my little custom header here. Let's go out and get that one image. Okay, and here's my image. I can just go put that in, and you know, that's just one quick thing that I did for my header. Okay, so I could save that, and we'll want to hit Control, save all these pieces, format, and group. Okay, and we can go into our WordPress where we put in our custom header and whatever size we need. Okay, I've already got mine here, so I'm not going to do that, but let me just show you how I can go in and add a new image in for my custom header. But I can go in here under media, my pictures, and just go in. And when you save these, also you want to save that and put your keywords into your picture. Okay, so if you want to, I work with Talk Fusion and Zeek Rewards as affiliate programs, but I can do that, and Google sees that, reading it from right to left, or from left to right. So try to put your title of your image in your custom header and put keywords in it. So let's just save that and go back to WordPress. Okay, and I can just use this one. This is the other one that I've done before, but it's the same thing. But the one thing you'll notice, well, this is the right size. But for example, if it was the wrong size, I can hit Edit Image and scale that image to whatever size I want. And watch what happens. If I want to make it 600, it changes it automatically. If I want to make it 1,000, it says that, you know, don't expand this. But anyway, I'm just going to hit cancel on this. I don't want to do that. But that's where I would save that image, change the size. Anyway, that's where I put my custom header in. Let's go back out to Xheader, okay, and show you how you can do that. We're going to hit New, and then we can load from their template library, okay.